Hello, folks, and welcome to the Madhouse. I mean, one versus one me.
Did
It's
you
Sunday,
just say
9
I'm
p.m.
me? It sounded like you said I am me, one versus one
No,
me. That's what it
no.
sounded like.
Oh God, well, I didn't
Your
mean
old
to if I
man
did.
slurring your words. Has that beer
But
affected you already, Chuckles?
no, it's not. I've drunk half the beer already. I'm proper down in it tonight.
Half a beer already. So Dan just said he's had half a beer already.
Yeah, hey, getting hardcore tonight. But yeah,
Hey.
no, Auntie, this is Cakes. Welcome.
Hi. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we'll probably get into the subject in a minute. But well, how's your week been, Cakes? Or a few days been, or a few hours? Because I suppose we've only really heard from you last night on Jed's. So.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, yeah. It hasn't been long since you guys all saw my face. It's been good. I trellised a cucumber today, so that was fun. I built a trellis out of twine and bamboo. You know how I don't like spending my money.
Yeah.
So I stole my mum's twine. And then I filmed a bumblebee.
Yeah, I'm yet
That
to
was
watch
my
that
day.
one, but I
It's
will.
good. It was cute. If you guys want to see it, it's just a cute little bumblebee doing his thing, pollinating. And I was like, oh. No, I was more infatuated, and it just got me thinking about nature and symbiosis in nature, and how everything is so harmonious. It was great. Yeah.
And then we come along and stomp on it all.
Ruin it. Yeah. How have you been? What have you been up to?
No, yeah, good. I got to see my youngest daughter today, so that always cheers me
Yay.
up when I get to see one of my kids. Yeah. My eldest is still self-isolating, unfortunately, but she's pregnant, so she feels she's at high risk. So yeah. But yeah. So it's been a good day. I mean, she only popped around for half an hour, sat out in the back garden, had a yap in the sun and stuff. So
It's better than no time, though.
yeah, no, exactly. And yeah, she's looking whiter than me. I couldn't believe it. So she's obviously been staying indoors as well. But yeah, as for me personally, I mean, yeah, I spent a few hours today, kind of putting a little tribute together, I suppose you can call it, as
It was lovely. I liked it.
But well, yeah, I'll play that in a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, how's you guys in chat? Let's do our usual hellos. Sorry. We got well on my screen. Stumbling off the edge of reality is first. Cakes did say that apparently P Mars is first, but I only see
I
Vlad's
saw it earlier.
remark. Yeah.
I had a look at it earlier. I had a look at it earlier and dropped my like there.
Yo,
Sue's here.
Vlad. Yo, P. Yo, some spread. Yo, Jed. And hello, Mummy.
Hi, Sue.
What's that link you put in there?
To
Is
my
that for
channel.
yours? For your channel? Yeah.
You put
Yes.
the link in
Yeah.
the
No,
chat.
I'm catching up now. Although he called you Kate. Yeah.
He corrected himself. It's fine.
Yeah.
I didn't fly off the handle yet, just in case it was a typo. Usually, when it's a typo, it's makes or gates.
Yeah. But Kate, no, I suppose, like I say, he's the most easiest to mistake as a name, I suppose.
When I say my name in a club, people then start calling me Kate because they've thought I've said Kate. So, we've got Richard French.
Yo, Richard French, reacquainted last night. Yeah, Richard French was one of the very early subscribers that I subscribed to. Yeah, he's decent like bloke. He like from my memory anyway, and he kind of confirmed this last night. Yeah, like he took a break to give his family more time, and he's coming back on the scene a bit more now. So good to see you, Rich man.
Vlad says Cakes' last video is awesome, no music.
Yeah,
because he doesn't like the kind of ambiance
fake music
that I put in the background. I just don't like there being loads of silence. I hate it when I click on a video and it's just silent. I'm like, do something. I have something in the background. I need more than one thing engaged if I'm watching a video. and I can't talk throughout all of it. Like, there's kind of no point with a lot of the videos for me to just keep talking on and on and on and on and on and on and on again.
I kind of like the sound of my. Well, I don't like that to hear my own voice, but I like articulating myself rather often. So, but anyway, should I play this clip, or is there anything else you want to?
Let me just answer that question, and then you can. Cakes, is that your main channel? Well, yeah. I mean, there's that channel and this channel. They're both main channels because I post on them as often as I can. But that is my personal channel. Like, Dee's got Eternal Padawan. I have Cakes Tries.
Change it to Cakes Makes Gates and just make gates.
I'm gonna put you in the bin.
No.
You have some issues. Yeah. You keep talking on here, so what's the difference? Well, this is more of a podcast hangout style, not a watch me plant some seeds. Anyway, D, hit it.
Right. Yeah. This is going to take a second, guys, to get it set up properly, because I'll put it on full screen. But like I say, this is little tribute to all the people that basically help make One Versus One what it is.
Yeah, I was going to say don't spoil it, explain it after, but sure.
Let's put this. Sorry, like I say, it's taking a sec. I do want to get it all on. How do I do that? Is that no? That's not.
No,
that
that's you.
That one.
There you go. I'm proud of you. You did it.
Hey.
I'm gonna mute.
Yeah, same here.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see the troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
It's the Anne Patrick that got me at the end. But no, D made that today. It made me. I genuinely welled up when he sent it me. He was like, "Can we play this? Can we put this on the channel?" And he sent it me, and I legit got emotional. But yeah, D made that. Oh, Jed's just put, "Bring a tear to me eye." Me too. And Vlad, I'm gonna cry. And then I replied to D saying, "Yeah, let's make these suckers cry." But yeah. Dear, are you muted? Because I can't.
Yes, I am totally muted.
Yeah, I'll let you. And Chris is offended.
Yeah, no, I'm like you weren't on enough, unfortunately, for me to go through it all and find you. So yeah, I kind of stuck because there was a couple of other people like Manimal that I couldn't put on there. Like Tim Osmond's been on, and there was a few other people that have been on, but unfortunately, also I wouldn't have had time to do any more. Luckily, for some bizarre reason, the exact pictures I picked and the exact time frame I picked matched into that perfectly. That music, like I didn't have to reorder the times or anything. It just slotted in like it was meant to be. So yeah, I'm so sorry, Chris, but yeah. Oh no, obviously, I mean that was, like I say, my tribute to like I say, the people that really come on a lot and everything. So this is no way negates everyone in chat who contributes as well. And I know, Chris, you've popped on a couple of times, but it's been for a short time, so it's been hard to find you, man. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, it took me, 2-3 hours today, so put some time and effort into a big thank you and a tribute to you guys that helped make us what we are. So yeah,
I liked it. My face is first.
But yeah, I'll probably put that out on One versus One Me at some point, and Cakes will probably put it out on her channel, and I'll probably put it out on Eternal Padawan as well. But
I think we'll probably make it our channel. What is that? What's the thing called? Advert. It's not an advert. It's like a teaser. Channel teaser.
Oh, can you do that still? Can you?
I don't know. I just call it channel teaser and then put it in its own playlist. I don't make the rules.
Yeah.
Hello, Snowman. I saw
hello,
you
Snowman.
in Jamie's or in Jed's.
Yeah, Jed's last night. I saw Snowman. Jed's. I think.
Intro. No, not. It's too long for an intro. It's too long for an intro.
Yeah, it's 1 minute and 4 seconds long. So yeah, I think.
I mean, my intro is 14 seconds, and that's a bit long. Like an intro should be like 5 seconds, and that's it. But
yeah, no, like I said, I just and that one is open to anyone to share about once we've put it out on this channel. So yeah, I'm quite happy for that one to be shared around. Like I say, I've just thought it was a nice little thing. Anyway, made me feel good. Still making me feel good even after watching it for probably the 4th or 5th time now.
Yeah, I watched it twice earlier, and it made me feel very, very happy. Like. Jed doesn't like me calling us this, but it's a nice little community we got going on here. And I mean, Jed said a few weeks ago, like every time he comes on, or when he goes live, or when we go live, VB missed it. VB's just tuned in. VB missed it.
Oh, VB, you missed, yeah. Yeah, I did a little tribute for everyone, but you have to catch it when we publicise it now. I'm not going to go playing it again. So.
And Tom as well. Tom missed it.
Oh, is Tom here as well now, is he? Or
yeah.
Yo, Tom. Hey, how are you going, man? Yeah, you missed your little tribute. You're in the video as well. But I say, after this, I will put it on this channel, right? And then you'll probably see it on Cakes' and mine as well.
Yeah, we could
or maybe we'll play out with it.
Yeah, play out with it. Jed says we are now officially in a cult. Can I leader? Can I have leader? He means can I be the leader? No, I'm the leader. This is a matriarchy. It's available now. Who's seen my looting riots rant last night after the toilet? I have not seen. And Lee missed it as well.
No.
Lee's here. We should have waited a bit longer.
Mind you,
no, I haven't.
To be fair, there's a couple of videos of yours, Vlad, that have come out in the past couple of days that I've not had notifications for. Because when you were going live, I was getting notifications and I was the first one there kind of thing. Like, so I think I was even there before it was going live because I just happened to be on YouTube at the time. But yeah, not getting the notifications. So.
Phoebe's holding a coup.
Yeah. A coup d'etat.
Fight me, bitch. Yeah, anyway, so should we start? 13
well, yeah. I suppose we should actually start with the subject matter, really, which is white privilege versus privilege. And it was more your subject that you decided on, so I'll let you start.
Well, yeah, no, I've been enraged. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that everybody has heard who George Floyd is, the black man who was pinned to the ground by an officer for 8.5 to 9 minutes by his knee on his throat, and subsequently he died. I'm going to assume we've all heard about this. So this has obviously sparked outrage, as Vlad was just talking about riots just then. There's been riots across the country, and the riots have spread here. I've got some screenshots to show you. I was having a massive argument with people in a vegan group, funnily enough.
God, they get everywhere, these bloody vegans. They're almost as bad as the flat earthers. God.
I know, it's terrible. But I was having a massive argument with the vegans, and I went to bed and the post has been deleted, so I couldn't save those screenshots. But essentially I was being told off for being racist when I said that that it's not white privilege, and that it's not that it shouldn't just be Black Lives Matter, because police brutality happens to a lot of different races.
Everyone.
It's not just black people. I mean, 2014. In fact, let me share screen. Let me get this up, and I'll share screen.
Yeah, you go for it. I mean, well, if Max Egan's statistics are to be true, apparently there's more black people killed by black police officers every year in America than there are killed by white police officers in America. So again, you'd have to go check your stats on that one. Don't take my word for it. I haven't checked it.
So I'm going to put my spectacles on, so I can actually know.
Yeah, just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, no, I'm ready, so I can actually see the screen. Do
you want it full screen?
Maybe, because these are screenshots, so you might not be able to read them. So
I can't read them anyway because I'm watching on my telly and it's not a computer monitor, so I don't get very good resolution.
Okay. So this says hundreds of people gather in Trafalgar Square to protest George Floyd's death. So it's spread to England, as you can see here. Black Lives Matter activists could be heard chanting, "I can't breathe." Go on.
No, I suppose, I mean, you've kind of cut. I wish I'd gone first now, because I was gonna like show a moving screenshot from the Sun live earlier and say, "Oh, look at this, more riots kicking off and all that." Then go, "Oh, actually, this is in England, not America, where they're kicking off about the same stuff that's going." I mean, it's nutty how it's spread over here.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So these screenshots aren't in order. I sent them to Dan on Facebook in an order, and they're no longer in the order that I wanted them. So we're just going to have to deal with that, plow through, and move on. This is a woman who was apparently not doing anything, but she was protesting in a non-threatening way, not armed, and that's what happens apparently when you get shot in the face with a rubber bullet. I put this one in more because I was shocked that the police.
I was shocked how much it improved her looks.
I was shocked because they'd aimed for her face. Like, I know it's a rubber bullet, but still, like, if she was just protesting, I obviously don't have the full story here. So
again, the pigs. It's the pigs. What do you expect? Like, I mean, the police are like that. Yo, Mick.
So this one here, the difference between the people who are protesting with guns saying they want to go back to the shops compared to the people who compared to the
unarmed masses just allowing themselves to be cut down by the looks of it.
It's difficult because I haven't seen. Well, actually, it's not difficult because this isn't white privilege. This is a group of people standing there with guns, not destroying anything, just saying this is what's going to happen if you don't give us back our rights, compared to a group of people who are outraged and destroying shit. Like, it doesn't matter on the colour.
And destroying the wrong shit. This is my big issue. I mean, you guys broached on this last night on the toilet, but yeah, my big issue with this is they're targeting the wrong places.
Yeah.
You target the politician houses. You target the government buildings. You target the police buildings, or specifically the police buildings if you're writing against a policeman killing someone.
Exactly.
You don't go smashing up neighborhood cars, small businesses, big businesses even. They got nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
But again, this just goes to show that it's not the truth movement getting involved, because the truth movement wouldn't be acting like that. This is what's caused by the agent provocateurs and the groups of organized individuals that basically steer the route of the riot.
this just a friend of mine shared this, and I kind of felt like we know why it's there. It's to make it look like cops aren't bad, they're not bad people, etc., etc. But it's just a picture. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no, despite the fact that there's words underneath them, you know, for all I know, this policeman has come there once and he's watching these kids because his mom's been arrested. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're using pictures to make police seem okay. You know? Have you gone? You muted. You ignoring me. Have I gone?
No, it's me. No,
Oh,
I've got
okay.
the wrong mute button because I've now got 2 mute buttons. And yeah, this copper's obviously a great guy. Look, I mean, he's using that little black kid in front of him as a fucking leaning post.
Yeah. I know. I just yeah.
Come here, little nigger boy. My arm's tired.
This one I need to come back to. Hang on. This is the last thing I want to talk about.
Sorry, Vlad, we can't help you there, mate. Try rewording it. We're definitely not blocking it, and
there it is.
I'm not on YouTube to be able to allow it. So,
this is how, as you with your little thumbs up. This is apparently how far the riots have now spread. So people are proud of this. People are proud of the mass destruction that they're causing, the cities being on fire. We did it. The largest civil rights movement ever. This is history. More cities and states have joined. Post where you're from and let us know what this photo has missed. It's everywhere. I understand the cause. I think the way they're going about this is completely wrong. And I don't think it should be a race thing. I really don't. It's not a racial issue at all. And for them to just be marching around, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, all of the lives matter. And that's not me coming from the
human
racist,
lives matter.
Yeah, that's not me coming from the racist All Lives Matters group, because a lot of those people are racist. It's coming from this is not a black issue. It is an everybody issue. And it's not just an American issue either. I think I might be at the end of them because here's me showing.
Yeah, no, it's an us against the police at this point. It's a truth movement against the normies at this point. I mean, I hate to draw the lines and stuff, but this is kind of where it's at. I mean, I know a lot of people take it back to the Matrix, so I'm going to take it back there now. And this is the whole point of that scene where he takes Neo in for the first time with the red dress lady scene. And he says, like, he explains it. Everyone here is your enemy, basically, and it is, because they're the enemy of themselves as well, and that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm. Oh, I don't know. No, I've kind of lost my point. So.
Okay, this one here is from one of my white friends. She's put, if you don't support the Black Lives Matter movement, then we are not friends, and I mean that in the most disrespectful way possible. This really pissed me off, because I support that everybody's life matters. Every innocent life matters. Not just black people or not just white people. And I support the people not being killed by police when they have done seemingly nothing wrong, and I'm for them being trialed by experts. I don't necessarily think being in front of a jury of your peers is a necessary. I don't always agree with, like, randomly selected jurors. I sometimes think that for people to understand a crime, they need to be an expert, like, because I think sometimes there are varying factors, you know. But that's just me. So yeah, I probably, if I came out and said this on my Facebook and we were live streaming on my Facebook, I would definitely lose a lot of friends right now. When black people have to riot during a pandemic because of constant police brutality and get tear gassed, but white people marched their privileged asses to governmental buildings with rifles because they wanted haircuts to go shopping, make it make sense. Black Lives Matter. So there's a few things that I find wrong with this. Firstly, it's not just black people that are rioting. There's a lot of people rioting. I don't think we need to be bringing coronavirus into it like it's important. You know, this should be an important issue with or without coronavirus. Police brutality is an important issue. It should not be there, but it is. And it is something that we need to stand up for. And it's not just white people that have marched to government buildings with rifles. I've seen pictures of other people of different nationalities marching to the government buildings with their rifles, standing there with signs and rifles, not blowing things up and destroying things and hitting people in the face with bricks.
Well, and the thing is, as well, if it's to be believed, these two guys knew each other. The policeman and George, they knew each other.
Apparently so.
They worked at the same place, or the police guy worked outside the place where George Floyd worked.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat.
Which kind of adds to the sniffiness of it all, because obviously conspiracy cap on for a second. Right? I mean, it's media. It could all be completely fake to set this off because we're so fucking fluoridated and dumbed down now. Look, we didn't riot when they expected us to about this lockdown. So I don't know. Oh yeah, look, the COVID lockdown wasn't enough. And hello, madam. I did put your comment up earlier, but didn't really have a chance to say hello.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just catching up here.
Yeah, there was been a lot said.
Those businesses didn't kill those guys. Yeah, those businesses didn't kill those guys. Anyway, so keep going. This here says the autopsy revealed no physical findings that support a diagnosis of traumatic asphyxiation or strangulation. Mr. Floyd had underlying health conditions including coronary arteries disease, hypertensive heart disease. The combined effects of Mr. Floyd being restrained by the police, his underlying health conditions, and any potential intoxications in his system likely contributed to his death. And the person under here has put the police are blaming the man they murdered for not being healthy enough to strangle for 9 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It is. Honestly, it's liberal ridiculousness at its worst.
There's just not... I can't even say anything about that. You guys can already know how we both feel. I assume we both feel the same. And, you know, it's just... a cop out.
That woman shouldn't have been wearing that short skirt and she wouldn't have got raped.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Like when they tased that football guy. They tased a football guy and he died because he was tased and it was his fault for being ill. The police didn't know. Well, maybe you shouldn't just go around tasing people all the time. Although tasing somebody is obviously a lot less, deadly than shooting them and strangling them and stuff like that. So Black Lives Matter protests take to the streets of London over George Floyd's death, and that was just another London one. That's all of my screenshots,
and
I've definitely got
this is the thing, if you look at these, there's more people protesting this than there were the lockdowns.
Yeah,
mind-boggling.
It's funny that. And now let's go on to this.
It's not like the lockdowns like affected every fucking one, like, is it? I mean, no. That's not important enough to go out and protest about. But one black guy gets kneeled on for a while and dies. That's enough to spark off twice the response.
And when they...
Yo, Dagan.
when this happened, and a couple years ago it happened with a black man, and another couple years ago they shot a black kid in a car, and people riot and they go crazy and they protest. I haven't seen a single riot or single protest for this man. This is Daniel Shaver, and I want to know how many of our chat even know his name.
I don't.
Why would you? Why would you? It was a white man who got gunned down for having a pellet rifle in a hotel room because he was shooting birds, and that's part of his job. Why would you know his name? This poor man, honestly, I want to show you the videos, but I'm not going to, because honestly, I was almost sick. It was horrible. But you can see at the bottom left-hand corner, let's see if we can actually get a bigger image of this. This man had the police called on him while he was in a hotel room. You are. And the policeman made him jump through hoops, told him to get on the floor, cross your legs, lie on your stomach, put your hands flat on the floor, put your hands above your head, do this, do that, now crawl towards me. And as he started to crawl towards him, his shorts started to fall down, and he started to pull his shorts back up, and the policeman shot on instinct when he was that far away. And there were 6 policemen stood behind him, all with AR-15s pointing at him. And for some reason, this man just gunned him down. Nobody talks about this guy because he's fucking white. Why is it that it's, an atrocity and a public fucking outrage when a black man is wrongly killed? And I don't want to take anything away from this man who has been killed, but this guy was also killed via police brutality in 2016, and none of us even fucking know his name. I found out his name 2 years ago. Do you want to know what's even worse? Even though this is all on video footage, the verdict was not fucking guilty. The policeman that gunned this man down was rehired in 2019. What?
It boggles the mind.
But no. All lives don't matter. All lives don't fucking matter. Just Black Lives Matter now. That's it. Like, that is it, And it's sickening. It's absolutely sickening.
Well, I suppose that does kind of bring us to the where is this white privilege?
Exactly, and that's why I wanted to leave this one last, because where is the white privilege? You can put us both back on screen now.
Oh yeah.
Vlad says, I've seen this video. It's heartbreaking. He did what they told him to do, and then they murdered him. And they did. Yeah. They murdered him. It was fucking horrible. There you go. No, people hadn't heard of him. Why would you have heard of him? He's a white man. But yeah, white privilege really pisses me off. Really, really, really pisses me off. Let's remove those so you don't have a glare. Because I don't think that it is white privilege. I don't feel privileged to be white. And it's blaming a white person for being white. It's not my fault. I didn't choose a colour that I was born. And I know that black people would have said this 50 years ago, I understand that. But I think it's more like black unprivilege, that's not a word, but it's not white privilege. It's that there's a corrupt system that deems all black people to be guilty before anything else. That's not my fault. I wasn't there, Hi Barbie. How was that my fault? It's
no, and see, this is again this part of the whole liberal agenda, and no, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know where to go for. Like I say, it kind of does leave me a bit speechless how we're still at this point. It's like, how can people not see that by saying Black Lives Matter, you're a racist?
Mm-hmm. Oh, but you can't be racist. You can't be racist if it's against white people. It's just prejudiced. That's apparently what it is now. And I mentioned this on Jed's stream. I had an argument with my brother's girlfriend's housemate, my brother's housemate, because she kept telling me that it's not racism against a white person, it's just prejudice. It can't be a hate crime, it's just prejudice. But that's the same fucking thing. If you're hating on somebody because of an aspect of them that they cannot change, that's a hate crime. Like, I hope all of you guys know that I'm not a racist person at all in the slightest. It doesn't matter what skin color you are. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. You're all cunts.
Well,
you know?
Like I say, I mean, well, for me, I'm a culturalist. Like, yeah, I'm not a racist. I'm a culturalist. I don't care what your skin color is, but if your culture in some way offends my sensibilities, then fuck you.
Disadvantageous. Thank you, P. That is the word that I was trying to find, but I'd prepared earlier. But this is such a thing that has enraged me so much. All of my kind of preparations have just like fell out of my ear, you know. But no, it's not white privilege, and I brought it up in this Facebook group, and I says I have been beaten black and blue because of how I look, because of this. Granted, this is all a choice. This is a choice. This is a choice. You know, the makeup that I used to have, I would have black and pink eyes with black lines down my face and madness everywhere. That was a choice, but I was still beaten up for it. I was still hated on for the way that I wanted to look. And that is the same with a black person if they want to wear their hair a certain way. I also read another comment, white privilege. If you're a white person, you've never been told to wear your hair in a different way. When I was at school and I had my afro hair, I was told to tie it up. Now, there's two things. Firstly, when I wear my dreadlocks, I get told off for cultural appropriation, despite the fact that Vikings and other white white areas in history have worn dreadlocks. And secondly, if a black 5 to 10-year-old has an afro, they're more likely to catch head lice. So yeah, go ahead, but don't be passing that on to my son. My son goes to school, he's got hair down to here, he wears his hair up because I don't want him catching head lice. You've got less chance if your hair's up. I don't think it's your hair. I think it's your hair's out here and that it's touching other kids' hair and you're going to get head lice. It's not a black thing. It's just your hair is big. I know a white girl who has afro hair. She is told to wear her hair up. That is not because she's white. That is not because she's got afro hair. It's because she's got a lot of hair. You know, it makes me so angry, so triggered.
Well, I've had shit for my hair in the past. Like I say, I was a metalhead, so I was always getting called a girl and stuff when I had my hair long. I mean, I was never really bullied over it. It was just ribbing most of the time. But yeah, I mean, it fucking happened, and so yeah, I mean, I fail to see where this privilege is, and also, like I say, we never remember what white people have done for the world. I mean, white people ended slavery, or ended non-paid slavery.
Vlad, jump on. There you go. He's trying to type things. Carry on.
Yeah.
Sorry,
white people basically innovated the world is around us. Right? Yes, we may have come from other places, but it's white people that invented most of the stuff today, or at least are presented to us to be white people. Again, you got to believe the mainstream. But yeah, of course, white people are responsible for an awful lot of shit still nowadays. I'm not trying to say there's all good there, but I'm just saying there is an awful lot of good that white people have done as a race.
Yeah, there is. And I mean, another thing with white privilege. Hello, and.
Yeah.
Why is there a play button on my screen?
We need to jump off so I can be in the middle. That way I say G and K.
Yeah.
That's why I did that.
Oh.
There you go.
Well then.
I don't know if you can see it or not. Right there.
No, it's not focusing well enough for me to be able to read.
I can't
put-
read
But
that.
that, like I say, I've got a TV, unfortunately, as a computer monitor, and it doesn't work out for text.
I put only nigger lives matter. I said there's a lot of black people that die that there's no coverage at all. It seems to be only the fucking criminals, which and black people are criminals. They always have some kind of criminal background, commit a crime, and then they get killed, and then the fucking people are crying foul. What about the one that's working and have busting their ass and gets killed? It happens too, but they don't ever cover those. There's no outrage over these other black people getting killed. It's just the thugs. They're fucking criminals.
Yeah, it's strange how there's only outrage when police kill someone. Like, there's no outrage when corporations kill like millions of people. Like, there's no riots in the street for that. Yeah, no, it just takes one black person being knelt on, like, and that's it.
How about the vaccine shit?
Oh no, because when somebody kills millions of people, they're given billions of pounds and they start a massive, great big trust, and then they're idolised and given saint and knighthoods and all the rest of it. And when they die, they'll be martyred, because if they die, it's not going to be their fault. You know, Bill, Melinda, how y'all doing? You know, like, no. Stats are clear enough, and I think I mentioned it, or somebody else mentioned it, or somewhere it was mentioned, and I know I definitely used this a few days ago when I was arguing, Facebook warrioring. That, in fact, I think, D, you might have said it a minute ago, but more black officers kill black convicts or black people than white officers do.
Yep.
Is there an academy training where it's just a black person has to be dangerous? You know, even though you're a black guy yourself, just gun the brother down. It's not a white versus black issue. It is a people versus the system issue, and I don't understand. I know I do understand, and I know that the media is portraying it in a way for us to be enraged with fellow white people, or black people to be enraged by us. It's been set up that way so that we are fighting each other and continually fighting each other.
It's another divide and conquer tool.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they've got us split straight down the middle on other political views. Why not split us down the middle with race again? Just as race was becoming a non-issue. It was becoming such a non-issue.
Every time they do this.
And the same with women as well. Every time men versus women become another issue, we'll have another woman coming up and saying, I earn less than this man. Of course you do, dear. It's because you're the one that takes the kids to the fucking doctors. Make your husband do it, then you'll get more money, you daft bitch. Like, it's just every time we get close to not even peace, but somewhat of a harmony balance, the media and the government just shit all over it because they just want us to argue all the time, and it's
we're arguing amongst ourselves. We won't be arguing with them.
Yeah, and it's why don't they get it? Why don't they get it? And as soon as you start to try and explain, you're branded with racist. I'm not fucking racist. But as soon as I start to say this isn't a black issue, ears close. Put the cotton wool in their ears.
That's why my rant I went on last night, because I have a friend who lives in Huntington Beach, and I found out that it's more of a conservative community, Huntington Beach. They all have guns and stuff like that. So that's where my friend Lance lives there. And then he said that they're trying to come in there. They're blocking them. They're trying to, those stupid fucking protesters are trying to get in, and they have it so they can't get in there. But they've gotten down all Beverly Hills. The Rodeo Drive is destroyed because the police let them in there. That's not a community. All these housing communities, they're blocking people from coming in there. And but there's all kinds of video of this and stuff. But that's not on the news. They don't want you to see that people actually.
Yeah, they don't want to see that owning guns and standing up for your property is a good thing, right?
Yeah. No. So, but you see some YouTube videos of that, but they won't have it on the main news. But I was watching some of it last night and just kind of doing commentary, and I was just getting fucking pissed, man. I was raging. But that's what I was pointing out was oh fuck, what was it? Oh my god, I lost my fucking train of thought already. Anyhow, yeah, I have to watch it. It's really fucking, it's pretty intense.
Yeah, I will give it a watch.
On the podcast, getting these old men on the panel, and they just forget everything they want to say. They can't type. They can't keep up with technology.
Is it better that we forget what we're going to say, or is it better that we know what we're going to say but can't fucking say it?
Yeah, I know what I said. There's just so many things I wanted to cover. I just can't remember what it was I wanted to bring up right this moment.
No, it's all good.
Because what are these businesses? What do they have to do with any of this? It was some fuck off cop in Minneapolis that did this. 3 or 4 didn't matter if it was 15. They happened in Minneapolis to one person, but they want to have fucking riots and shit and looting and all that shit all around the world. Because it's gone all around the world now.
Why was nobody attacking the cops at the time when he was kneeling there on his neck? Like, why didn't the riots kick off then and there? Like, I mean, why didn't somebody just run in and like kick him in the gut or something? Like, do something.
There's supposed to be a crowd of people, at least 15, 20 people that was yelling, "You're killing them! You're killing them!" Well, fucking take the cop's ass out then.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to stop you from doing that. There's 15.
Well, the other cops might, but if there's enough of you rush them, and that's it. This is the thing. And it would have only taken one person to rush it, and the rest would have herd mentality would have kicked in, and they'd have rushed as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my feelings are these fuckers that are looting and stuff. They need to be shot on sight. No exceptions. Because what do those businesses have anything to do with this?
Exactly, and there is a difference between protesting and rioting and destroying things.
Well, looters are the vultures of the protests, if you get me. They're the ones that will scavenge, like that, take advantage of the bad situation. Sorry, Bad.
They're saying on the news that it's just a few bad people that were making the protest look bad. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? There's hundreds of videos of thousands of people in these fucking buildings. That's just a few? Really? They're all. I feel they're all in on it because, especially now, all this shit. I wouldn't go down there. I don't know. I wouldn't protest anyways. But if I were, if I was really wanting to protest, I would not be wanting to be any part of that. Then all that shit go away, and then once it's settled down, you go in and say, "Hey, I'm here to fucking really show some shit." But to be part of this now, you're all in on it to me because these motherfuckers should be stopping each other. Hey, we're not here to steal and destroy people's property. We're here to fucking stand our ground. So
lawfully,
which is the difference between the white people with the guns who went to the correct buildings that you want to actually protest in front of with their guns and just stood there and said, "No, this is how we feel," compared to people fucking throwing Molotov cocktails left, right, and center, blowing shit up. Mick's just put something really fucking valuable as well. Equal rights must mean the victims of racism get to be the racists for a while. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. I feel
I'll do the
emoji. I feel victimized for being white. I feel like blame's been pushed on me, a little recluse who just lives in a house doing a little gardening. I feel like it's my fault. That's how I feel like I'm being made to feel on Facebook. Barbie says, "Man, they are messing these cities up. It's a damn shame. Damn near beat a shop owner to death." I have said the same many times, D. That's what she said. But yeah, damn, like, why are you beating up a shop owner? What has the shop owner done? I guarantee that the shop owner was just trying to protect his goods, you know, like a normal shop owner would. They're arranging a George Floyd protest in Glasgow's George Square. Of course they are.
It has a name association. Let's go there. Fuck. Honestly, march down to the police station if you're gonna do it. People just fucking march to the right places, please.
Because they're scared. I think it's because they're scared. They're not going to the police stations because they're scared that they're going to get gunned down as well.
No, they're burning some of them down, but that's something I'm getting at. It's like if you're really pissed off and angry, I have no problem with you burning the cop cars, burning the police stations down, burning the courthouses down, because that shit's all garbage anyways. Burn City Hall down. But like I said, well, there's no flat screen TVs, there's no fucking food, there's none of that shit there. But yeah, so that shows you their agenda is in the wrong spot, because that's it. I'm fucking pissed off big time. I'm raging. I say, watch my fucking video from last night.
Yeah. I know, I will, like I say, because I've got to catch up with Cakeses as well. But like I say, I've had a busy day today, so I've not really been up to much like that. So.
Because I hate the police. I hate the police state more than anybody. But fucking, I'm not gonna sit there and fucking commit crimes and fucking destroy other people's property because I'm mad at the police. I'll go after the fucking police.
Yeah.
So yeah. It shows you their motive. It just shows you their motive right there.
Yeah, and this is the thing, that there is no such thing as a good policeman or policewoman, because they're all involved in corruption. They all have the backs of their officers who are around them. Like they all know the corruption that's going on, and none of them stand out about it. There is no such thing as a good policeman. Not one. Nowhere. Oh, you're related to one? Yeah, they're a piece of shit.
Yeah, and on that TikTok, there's a bunch of these stupid cops saying, "Oh, we're not them," or like that's not us. And I'm like, "Fuck you!" So you're all fucking corrupt. Say you knowing another cop. It's like we're trying to weed him out. Well, fuck you. You haven't done it. You should take their asses out then. Yeah. If you can't fucking weed them out, take them out. As other than that, you're worthless to me.
Yeah.
Because your only job is to think everybody's guilty for once. See, that's my problem with the police. Is they think everybody's guilty. You know, I mean, me having long hair, the fucking tattoos and shit. I fucking always had. I used to relate to black people because I got fucked with all the time, the fucking time, just because I had long hair and tattoos. And it's kind of not been so much recently, but until like 15, 20 years ago. So I have a lot of, animosity because of that. Because I don't have no criminal record, none of that shit like that. Never been to prison. I went to jail a few times for fucking traffic violations, but that's just misdemeanor bullshit. They hold you overnight and then you fucking pay a goddamn ticket. But any fucking felonies, I don't have none of that stuff. I've stayed away from all that shit. But they've always looked at me like, what are you up to? What are you doing wrong? It's like, fuck you. That's what I'm doing wrong. I'm telling you to go fuck yourself. I used to have matter of fact, I had a shirt I made. It said I, and it had the card deck club, the clubs had symbols. It said I Club Cops. And the cops used to ask me, what does that mean? I'm like, it means whoever the fuck you want it to mean, motherfucker.
Hi, Jed, and hi, P. Mars. How are you both?
Yo, guys.
Good day.
Hello. Nursing a wee bit of hangover.
Yeah.
But what frustrates me about the black community is that they fall for this shit. They can't see this as a setup to turn them against white people, and they all join in. It's like that herd mentality, and it's just so frustrating that it sounds like you're coming across as racist because you're like, these fucking black people. You know what I mean? But they're getting caught up in this. We know that Black Lives Matter was started by this George Soros cunt. I think he's dead now, but somebody still continues his legacy, and then with this Black Lives Matter shit. So it's all just staged.
George Soros is still going, isn't he?
They're just I think he's dead, man. I think he died.
He did?
Like last year or something.
What?
I think he's dead, man.
I'm Googling it.
I think he's still alive.
So did I.
I hope he's dead. At least he won't be around. But yeah, he's still got his fucking shit going in.
He's behind Black Lives Matter. He funds
all
that shit, man. And they're just provocateur groups. And it just annoys me that black people can't see that for what it is. And they start hating on us, and we start hating on them for hating us. And it's just that's the way they want it. That's the way the powers that be want it. I mean, it's just so frustrating sometimes.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about his death. He's 89 years old, is what I'm getting.
Is he still alive? Oh fuck! That's probably why this is happening.
Yeah. I mean, at least slows down some when he does die.
Yeah, he was born in 1930. His net worth is 8.3 billion. Citizenship of Hungary and United States. His spouse is Tamiko Bolton. Actually, he's had a few. His previous. divorced. Oh no, married. Yeah, he's married to Tamiko, but he's Susan Weber and Annalise Wiczak.
He's married in a couple countries too.
He's an Ashkenazi.
Was education was London School of Economics and Political Science.
Oh God.
So
I think all those people that's into political science needs to be fucking shot on sight. If you study political science, shot on sight, motherfuckers.
But yeah, that was the quick wiki bit about him that pops up when you type in somebody's name. So
bastard, he's still alive.
Yeah, he is. I couldn't see anything about death. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't hate black people. I hate fucking criminals, and criminals come in all colors. Yeah. So if you're fucking out there, you're out there fucking committing crimes, fucking shot on sight. This is fucking bullshit. This is uncalled for, and in so many ways. If you're gonna you're willingly putting yourself out there to be part of that as premeditated. Because it would take a lot of effort for me to even go. I don't know if there's anything downtown, but it would take me effort just to even go downtown. Because I was thinking about going to see if they had anything down there and record some stuff, but I didn't want to put the time and energy into it. And so to be able to do that with all these people, I said they're being bussed in and shit. You find out they're being bussed in. They're tracking people's phones now, and they've been all around from multiple states. They just need to be shot on sight because they're fucking worthless creatures. I've been calling them disgusting creatures because they're not even people. They're not even people to be doing this shit. Disgusting.
Oh wait, there's something. Yeah, Richard's just put Prince Phil, the arch racist, might be dead. That's the one who's married to the Queen Elizabeth? Yeah.
No, man, he's still alive. He's like crashing jeeps and shit. He's like fucking. He's driving around fucking crashing jeeps and shit. The Duke of Edinburgh. He's still alive. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, where's that shit? Yeah, I seen a video of that guy saying that. See, if he wished he could be reincarnated as a virus to wipe out mankind. It's like, you fuck you stupid piece of shit.
It's crazy how many of these billionaire elites say the same thing. Not necessarily like boom wanting to come back as a virus, but that this narrative of wanting to kill off lots of people.
Yeah, but then they say they want to try to save man, or actually they're saving the planet, and then we're the virus. It's like, fuck off. There ain't nothing we can do to this fucking place that can even put a dent in it, because they've obviously been trying. And there's some spots that are kind of messed up, but it's not a fucking worldwide fucking problem. And the thing heals itself anyways. That's what the whole fucking system is doing, is cleaning itself out. You leave something alone for a while, it fucking cleans itself up.
Yeah, it really does. Well, if you've just noticed at the moment, like with not as much traffic on the road and stuff, the weather has cleared up. It's going through its natural cycle this year. We've had wind and we've had lots of sun and it's been warm. This is like typical. This is what I remember as a kid. And like if it carries on going, in a few weeks the wind will die down and it will just be relentlessly hot.
Yeah, and then hopefully we'll have a proper winter as well. Like an actual good winter where we can build a snowman.
What's Patrick doing over there?
Well, I did a video on white privilege before, and so you guys are copying me. I'm gonna have to file a copyright.
I haven't seen it, so you can fuck off.
Blah 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 blah.
I'm even talking about white privilege. I was talking about fucking
P-Mars. You have to watch the Cheers video. You have to watch the Cheers video, right?
Did you see our intro? Well, intro. Did you see the video, P?
No, I heard it. Cheers song playing.
What did you say?
I just heard this music. I didn't see it.
Oh, you should have seen it. You were in it. Is that all you came on to say then? Is that you're gonna file a copy?
No, I'm definitely gonna copyright strike you.
Yeah. It's a good picture of you. It's a good picture of you. Yeah.
Taken on our show. Good luck with that.
I like that. It's NP Mars.
But yeah,
I can't see. Is this your? What video were you talking? Because the last one I can see on your channel is a month ago. So did you delete it or? Was it taken down?
I don't know, but I've been talking about the white privilege thing a lot, and
yeah, well, you always do. It's kind of your thing, isn't it? Really.
I kind of predicted there was going to be race riots, and I guess this George Floyd guy has become a martyr. It's kind of like if you read, this isn't just a riot protest.
The guy looks like Debo. Is that the cunt that looks like Debo or some shit? He looks like a fucking evil looking cunt. The guy that got killed, he's got an evil looking cunt.
He's a drug addict criminal. But when they fucking praise them and like make them into martyrs, I mean, there's all kinds of like regular black people that that are successful and get killed for the wrong reasons that you never hear about them. It's always these fucking worthless drug addict criminals that get killed, and they fucking hype them all up for some fucking reason.
I think this is the beginning of like the cultural Marxist revolution. If you watch Animal Farm, which is about the Bolshevik revolution, it starts out with this pig getting shot and dying, old mayor. So the pig represented Marx and Lenin, who became martyrs for Leon Trotsky and Stalin to assume power on their ideas of communism. And basically Black Lives Matter seems to have staged all these protests and used this George Floyd as a martyr for the cultural Marxist agenda of the systematic white oppression or whatever bullshit. And they're getting all there was a protest in my city at 10 a.m. and it seems like they're organizing these like peaceful protests, and then they'll having these like fucking Antifa thugs come in and start shit, and then mob mentality will take over in some cases, and then some locals will start doing stupid shit. But it's totally fucking retarded. Like, as it was mentioned, I think Vlad mentioned how these rioters are always like fucking up middle class and lower income areas. Like, they're never fucking rioting where the rich people are doing. And it's really interesting how, which also mentioned how the media really demonized the peaceful protesters who just open carried into the Capitol to protest the lockdown. But the media is glorifying these fucking thug rioting trash people that are just like starting fires and fucking shit up. And a lot of these people that were getting arrested, they weren't even from, like, this is happening 4 hours from me. It happened. They tried to have a riot in my town last night, but thank God the Fargo Police Department got together and cracked some fucking skulls and put an end to that shit. They got a few windows and did a little destruction, but they didn't start any fucking fires. Or my police department, they like called in. They worked together. Other cities sent officers to help out our police, so we didn't need the National Guard or anything. But we got them ready too, because like Fargo, you bring that Antifa shit to Fargo, it's not gonna fly here. We're gonna kick your ass. So they got fucking tear gassed and fucked up, and yeah, that was pretty sweet. I gotta give I hate to side with the police. Like, usually I'm against what the police are doing, but these fucking Antifa socialist thugs are bullshit, and I want to see.
They need to be shot on sight.
This is the time, like I say, if the rest of the time the police were honourable people, this would be the time to support the police when they're going after the looters and all the people that are breaking the law, not just legal. Like, actually breaking people's peace, all the common law stuff.
They're being told to stand down.
More people are dying. People are dying. One guy in a pawn shop wasn't going to rely on police because, like, I don't know what the fuck. The mayor of Minneapolis must be complicit. Is totally complicit with these fucking thugs. He's letting this shit happen.
Yeah. He says they have a stand down order. Even the fire department, they were told not to put the fires out.
Yeah, the mayor of my city, which is 4 hours away and a lot smaller than Minneapolis, the mayor of my city and the head of police got together and kicked the shit out of those people. Got them out of their fucking city. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing in Minneapolis, but it's like they let that shit happen. It's fucked up. And then I watched that mayor give a speech, and he was like this weak little fucking effeminate male. He's like, oh, they're protesters. I understand why you're angry. It's like, you understand why they're burning your city? Are you fucking retarded?
They're not protesters. They're criminals.
This guy is never going to get elected. This guy's never going to get elected. What a fucking buffoon. Unbelievable.
Quit saying protester. They're not protesting. They're fucking criminals that need to be shot on sight.
Quoting them. That's what's funny, because they are calling, like, the Wisconsin protesters were called Nazis, but these protesters, which are rioters, are being called protesters, and they're being glorified.
That's not nothing about as peaceful.
Well, Tucker Carlson has touched on this as well, so obviously that's kind of mainstream news, unless the right-wing mainstream news, but it's getting out there, at least, is my point with that.
I was getting worried, man, because like I live near downtown, and I was like, am I gonna have to move my car or some shit? But thankfully, nothing really too bad happened in Fargo.
Yeah, I'm about 25 miles from downtown. Or no, actually a lot further than that. Probably about 35 miles from downtown Mobile. So it's a drive. It's gonna be a drive over there. I just wanted to go see if there's anything going on, but I haven't heard anything on the news. I haven't seen no news though. It's only been
in Scotland. That just isn't possible. I think there's about 20 black people in Scotland, so I'm quite safe here.
Yeah, but they're tricking white people into becoming part of this bullshit too. Oh, and that's another thing that's going on. Like they're saying that if you're white, you have no right to even speak up again about this at all. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah. They're like,
segregate yourself some more, you stupid motherfuckers.
They're like, you don't understand what it's like to be black. And I'm like, dude, you don't understand what it's like to play basketball and no one passes you the ball because you're white.
You don't understand how to be like you've been fucking treated like a criminal your whole life and fucking not even committing one crime. I understand that completely.
Fucking, I watched one stream which showed like crazy shit. Unicorn Riot. He was streaming when they broke into the Minneapolis precinct and set it on fire, and you could hear like live ammunition rounds going off, and they were stealing riot gear and shit. It's fucking insane. I can't believe protesters stormed a police precinct, but
well, that's good news though. See, that, like I say, that's the kind of targets you should be going for.
Well, he was interviewing people, and like everyone he interviewed was just like a fucking absolute retard, of course. Like, dude, I'm here for justice or something. Oh, George Floyd, I guess.
The teleprompter was
did any of them tell the truth and say, I'm bored of the lockdown and just fancy getting out of the house?
Yeah. That's part of it. That's what I was saying. Like, this is a staged riot. Like, it's saying that it's spreading to other cities. It's spreading faster than Corona. Like, it's in fucking United Kingdom now. Like, what the fuck? I've never seen a riot.
It's more than the United Kingdom. It's a few other countries in Europe as well.
Fuck. And you think about the lockdown, and not only the lockdown, but they canceled sports. And we all know, like, they use sports to channel, like, our aggression and shit, right? Now, so you've taken away sports. You've kept us all cooped up. Like, they've
set up.
Oh, see, they're giving the UK sports back tomorrow. We're allowed to do competitive sports tomorrow as long as it's indoors.
Lockdown was like a setup to get the riots going, because they've been trying to start riots for years, it seems like.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, with all these other fucking shootings and shit. It's only been localized. Now this shit's fucking worldwide.
And then they glorify the rioting by putting it on mainstream media and make it seem like that's what you should all be doing. We should all be as outraged, destroying shit with them.
Fuck that. I have respect for other people's property.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's what it boils down. That's what I'm saying. That's what it boils down to. And if you're willing to do that and disrespect somebody else's stuff for nothing they never even did, I can see some business owner was fucking doing whatever, but that's a whole other separate issue. You know, if business owners fucking, you know, poisoning people or something like that. Yeah, burn the fucking place down. Right? None of these fucking businesses had anything, especially in other states and other parts of the world. And then they're going to get destroyed because of some fucking fuck off cops. Fucking kill all the cops. Burn all the police stations down. I have no problem with that.
Well, you know, the scary thing is like you expect like riots to happen and people to be stupid, like that's happened before, but like never in history. And what scares me the most is these fucking politicians and people in the media are coming out and like saying they understand why people are doing this shit. Like in the past, anytime there's been a riot, it's always been condemned by everyone because it's like it should be obvious that it's fucked up to burn your city down. Like, I'm a fucking anarchist, and I'm against that shit. Like,
that's not what anarchy is, though. That's not anarchy, though. Anarchy is just...
No, this is retarded. This is fucking retarded, burning your own... burning shit down.
This is what they want anarchy to be perceived as. Unfortunately.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not anarchy. That's called fucking stupidity. And
look, what are they doing? Now there's curfews everywhere, and, like... I don't know why people are like, oh, let's still protest. Like, do you not see what's going on? Maybe now is not a good time to protest because these fucks are going to come to your protest and fuck it up for everyone. Like, do you not get it? Like, how many fucking times does this have to happen? They're still trying to have protests? Idiots.
Oh, here he goes. Keep going, Patrick. Keep going.
He's fucking spot on, though. He's spot on at the moment. I'm loving it.
I saw a post of this woman saying, we complained on Facebook, we complained on this, and then we peacefully protest and we picketed, and you guys didn't listen, so now we're doing this. Black Lives Matter. That's a cop-out. That is a cop-out.
Yeah.
How can you see what's going on and be like, oh, I peacefully protested? I mean, yeah, if you're out there, you're causing a problem, even if you're not fucking shit up. Like, no one should be protesting or peacefully protesting. Like, fucking... just chill for a while at least. Good God, do not like. Oh my God, people are so dense sometimes.
Well, the problem I had with that statement was, if you're trying to teach your child the alphabet and you explain it to them this way and then you explain it to it that way, your final resort isn't to douse them in gasoline and set them on fire. That's not how you teach somebody to do something. You just keep going. You know, you make your point in a more articulate way or in a different way, or you stop doing something. You don't blow up your city and cost business owners their income. Like, don't do that.
Another thing they're doing, they're saying the right wingers too were part of this. And they're not they're all saying right wing extremists were part of this too. And I don't believe that for fucking nothing.
No. This is liberal led.
Because anybody I know that's conservative, I say I'm not really consider myself conservative anymore. I'm more of an individualist because some of them have their own twisted sense of reality. But none of them I've ever known to go out and want to fucking commit crimes because they're not criminals at all, not by any means. And they're totally against all that stuff. They just have certain things I don't agree with, but it's not nothing to do with criminal activity. So, but yeah, so that really fucking enraged me hearing that. They're just lumping everybody in. It's like, fuck you.
The mayor
shit.
And the head of police tried to meet with these like people, and they wouldn't even fucking meet. Like they did a really good job here of trying to peacefully diffuse the situation. They let the protest happen. They let them march up and down Main Street and all this shit. And as soon as shit started to hint at violence, though, they shut that down right away. And but it just to point out, like, that these people who are doing this violence, they don't even have fucking a message. Like, the mayor and the head of police tried to be like, look, we'll talk with you guys. Look, let's talk it out before any of this shit went down.
And how do you talk to a raging mob?
Yeah,
sorry, I mean,
but this was before they started raging.
Right.
The mayor and the head of the police were like, okay, let's talk this out before like things get violent. And they didn't want to talk. They just want to fucking start shit. So fuck them.
That fucking stupid, what's that stupid worthless nigger's name? Sharpton. He's on TV right now.
This is obviously against whatever this staged agenda is obviously detrimental to black people. It must be. It's not to give them any leverage over the white man, is it? Fuck. This is to give them rope to hang themselves with. This is what this fucking is.
Oh yeah.
So for black people to think this is some kind of fucking revolution, they're deluded.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
It's the cultural Marxist revolution. That's what it is. I think it is a lot like a revolution.
All they're doing is exposing themselves for the fucking disgusting creatures that they are.
You watch Animal Farm and this pig dies, and then they have everyone gets all up in arms because you need the martyr as a symbol to spark a revolution, get people fucking acting dumb. So they're just exploiting this dead guy to get everyone going. These fucking Fabian socialists behind this. They've been trying to push this propaganda for years.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it was Rodney King last time, wasn't it, that kicked off the riots?
And O.J. Simpson was meant to cause racial tension.
But the other guy with it, sorry, what was it Zimmerman or whatever his fucking name was?
Oh yeah,
a big fucking deal with him as well. The sort of Mexican, was he a Mexican dude?
Yeah, he's Mexican and white.
And white. He was a sort of mixed race guy, but was
that the teen who was walking? Yeah, he was just walking through a gated community or something, wasn't he? And a guy just shot him because he was not black, but not.
He was, this kid was walking and he had telling him he shouldn't be in there, and then they got in a scuffle, and you can hear an audio, you can hear background audio. Somebody was on the phone, you can hear on the 911 call. The kid is saying, "I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker." So they were fighting over his gun, and then they ended up shooting the kid. But you can hear the kid saying he was going to kill him, so his life was in danger.
I think there was protests for that here in London, for that Zimmerman thing. It's not the first time that something's happened in America with black people, and it somehow manifests itself in Britain.
Well, yeah. What was it that kicked off the last riots in London? I can't even remember. Was it that Zimmerman thing?
I think it was something or it was I think it was something in America. But there's so many, you lose fucking track.
There was that. Who was the other guy? The big guy that just robbed. He robbed a store about an hour beforehand, or less than an hour beforehand, and had the stuff. He beat the shit out of the store clerk, this Asian guy, and he walks out of the store with a bunch of stuff, and that's when the cops seen him, and he just starts attacking the cops, and then they fucking shot him. It's and then he's a martyr. It's he's a fucking committing a crime, trying to assault. He assaulted 2 people. But how's he fucking innocent in any way? I don't think he should have been shot to death, but he's a fucking criminal. Yeah, it's always the criminals that they fucking glorify.
I think OJ is actually a good example to bring up when people talk about systematic oppression. So it's if there's this systematic oppression against black people, why was OJ allowed to walk after he clearly murdered his ex-wife?
I don't think he did.
The most recent riot, by the way.
There's no way he did.
2017 rioting outside Forest Gate Police Station following the death of Edson DaCosta. 2011 England riots initially in London following the police shooting of Mark Duggan in Tottenham.
Yeah, sorry, I was going to wait for a gap and put that one up on the screen Madam had put that in the chat. Yeah.
Then 2011 anti-cuts protest, 2010 anti-students protest, 2009 football, 2009 the G20 summit, football again, 2002 anti-capitalist, 2001, 2000 anti-capitalist, 1999 anti-capitalist, and that is the riots that we've had in the past 20 years.
Anti-capitalist, 9/11, and then it all goes to shit, and it's just meaningless crap almost.
Yeah.
Were there riots over 9/11? I would understand rioting over 9/11. Like,
Oh yeah, that was all.
not here.
Yeah, no, there wasn't. It was just that seems to transition, but yeah.
We're gonna riot over something good, of course. Like, it's always it's bullshit.
But then you go further back, you got like the 60s. You've got rioting against war. You've got rioting against fascism.
Yeah, before they dumbed us down and propagandized us and brainwashed us.
Got into the music industry. Yeah.
Oh, we're like, hey,
Anti-Nazi.
this war is a fucking scam. Fuck this shit.
Anti-police. Anti-police.
They canceled
Anti-police.
Futurama. Riot.
Yeah, no.
Anti-poll tax. Anti-police.
I still think the poll tax riot solution was probably the best ever. Like, the government literally just changed the name of poll tax to council tax, and everyone went, "Oh, okay, we'll pay that then." Genius, fucking genius.
Anti-police. Most of these are anti-police. Like, what does that fucking say about
until you get to 9/11, and then all of a sudden the liberal agenda came in and boss.
Yeah,
and they've been
from 2002 you got football students, anti-cuts, death of Mark Duggan, and the death of Edson DaCosta.
I think DaCosta was the one that was shot in the head in the subway. I think it was a Brazilian that was shot like 20 times in the head because the police thought he had maybe a bomb. He was wearing a bomb underneath, so they had to shoot him in the head. And he was unrecognizable. They shot his face all over the fucking subway.
Yeah, no, I do remember that one because that was the big, like, I actually remember the day when it was still like speculated that he was a terrorist and everything, like, and I think
that was just the police clutching at straws,
Yep. Yeah, because it was clear afterwards there was no way at all like there was anything to do with it. But unfortunately, I think with British police, they don't use their guns as readily as the Americans. But when they do, they're trained to when one shoots, they all shoot, and they shoot for the head.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
You know, they interjected this whole Black Lives Matter bullshit with the NFL. In America, they had that Colin Kaepernick was famous for he took a knee during the national anthem, and now this riot kicks off with a cop taking a knee. That could be like some predictive programming or some shit. I don't know.
I think that whole take a knee thing is a bowing down to something. I think you should be fucking shot in the fucking right in the forehead for that shit.
But I listen to a lot of NFL or sports podcasts, NBA, NFL stuff, and
fuck sports
because of they've been interjected political shit because of people like Kaepernick. So they talk about this shit all the time, and like they've been talking about before this even started how there's a disparity because. Okay, the NFL is like 77 or 70% of the players in the NFL are black, right? So like they don't have a problem with that. That's cool. Like they don't want to equalize that and have more white players.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's only 3 minority head coaches. We need more head coaches. It's like, why? You already have all the players. You need the head coaches to be black too. So they're talking about like the NFL was gonna incentivize teams. They already have a thing where like you have to interview minorities if you're hiring a head coach or something. So now they're gonna make it where like if you hire a black guy, you get a higher draft pick in the draft. Like what the fuck?
There's so fucked up. There's footage right now in Philadelphia.
Like where is this going? Am I gonna have to like just give black people money out of my paycheck? Like what the fuck is going on? This is so fucking weird.
Well, it depends. Have you got any ancestors that were slave owners, P, mate?
Well,
like reparations.
Well,
Not
not me, of course, because I never have a job. I'm on welfare, right? But I'm saying like people, other white people that would have money.
So the cops are just standing here watching them loot here in Philadelphia and Santa Monica. There's a Santa Monica mall, and the cops are just standing there. Everybody's just running out with shit. They're not even fucking doing anything. And in Philadelphia, there's some a plaza, a strip mall that the fucking cops are right there. And people, I mean, there's thousands. Those are all peaceful protesters, huh? They all need to be fucking shot. Every fucking one of them need to be shot. Just drop them dead right there. I don't even fucking give a fuck. They want to show their true colors. Fucking fuck them.
Is that a satanic pentagram above your head?
Creatures. Huh?
Is that a satanic pentagram above your head?
No, it's some kind of thing my mom has.
Thank God, I thought you were a devil worshiper.
So Vlad shot.
It probably is.
This one's
I
everyone's
don't
shot.
like none of that shit. My mom's like, "Oh, looks cool." Like
Didn't he then, Jed?
Symbolism bullshit. Fucking yeah. Some things she wanted, so fucking it's there.
What did you say, Jed?
It is supposed to represent the
I
sun.
was just saying that Vlad says shoot the rioters and he's on the spot, and he was like shoot the police as well. I was like just shoot everyone.
Yeah.
Just wipe out the whole street.
Yeah, I'm talking about the law-abiding. Let me make that clear. The law-abiding citizens need to go in there and just shoot everybody. Get rid of them all because they're all fucking worthless creatures. Because police are all saying, "Well, we're not the bad guy. We're not the bad." Well, why the fuck are you arresting these motherfuckers? You're just standing there, fucking letting them do it. Fuck off.
We're not going to get a better chance of this either. The cops are all rounded up together. The fuckwits are all rounded up together. Perfect chance to fucking get them all.
Don't die.
I don't have any guns myself, so I can go do it.
I saw some Karen getting interviewed.
Looters. I'm really did graffiti shit. One time I fucking used these two fucking punk motherfuckers in Phoenix, and fucking they're spray painting. I kicked one of them right square in the back, and he got all pissed off. And I was like, "Fucking!" They said they're gonna call the cops on me. I was like, "Go ahead, you stupid motherfuckers." We got a spray paint. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's like, well, like fuck you. And I fucking kicked one kid right square in the fucking back. He went flying against the wall. Fucking the other kid took off. He's all crying there, laying there. I was like, yeah, you're not going to stump your ass.
Put Dagon's comment up, D.
There hasn't been a lot of civil unrest like this. And I've seen this interview with these like Karen moms they're in like their safety zones all the time or whatever. They're like shocked. They're like, I can't believe the police are shooting at us. It's like, well, no shit. Like, they tell you to go home and there's a curfew and shit and you defy their orders. What do you expect gonna happen? Like the police are just gonna like shove you gently or something? Like they have the fucking guns for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, what about shoot on sight? I mean, if law-abiding citizens need to do it, fuck them, fucking shoot the police too.
People forget
you wait till the National Guard comes in. You guys are fucked, man. They ain't gonna take those shit.
At Kent State, when they were, I think, protesting Vietnam, the National Guard fired live ammunition on college students and like killed people.
Good.
I'm sorry, Dan just gave you like a really nice like smile and then walked into the bin.
Protesting is retarded.
Yeah.
They're more afraid of like ideas and spreading ideas and shit like that. They're like, if you go out and protest, you're just gonna get your ass kicked by the cops. Like,
well, actually, I mean, be like that though. How does the majority of the government works for us. Right now, the government isn't working for us because they're working for the elites. So how do we change that? Do we sit here and do nothing and just roll over and take it like a bitch? No, we should be taking to the streets. We should be filling the streets right now, but in a good way.
No, take them out. Another way to get rid of the politicians is to take them out. When I say take them out,
that makes you a criminal. Makes you a criminal.
You gotta fight with your mind.
You're taking care of the problem. Is you are the problem, and you're having to stop the problem. And so it's
self-defense. See,
This is strategy. This is war. You got to fight with your mind. Like a mindless mob on the street, you're playing right into their hands. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, you're, and this is the thing. I mean, it's not criminal to stand up against unjust actions. It's not.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Crime. You're stopping the crime from happening, and that's why there's a difference between killing and murder. Killing is when you have to take somebody out. Like if somebody is trying to hurt you, which killing would be like self-defense. It's not murder because it's not somebody innocent. They're not innocent in this, and that's all these politicians are all in on it. Every fucking one of them. Even at the local level. I mean, here, I was telling a friend of mine the other day that even here in this small town, it only has 2 streetlights. Okay, it's probably, and it's a big area, but the city is small, and it's not, they got like one little town hall. They're all fucking corrupt. My mom's neighbors have told me that there was a group of people, kids going around robbing places, and then they never would do anything about it. They found out because it was the fucking chief of police's fucking grandkids that was doing it. So they didn't even do nothing. It's so they started fucking putting out precautions and stuff, and they all have guns. A lot of people have guns around here. And guess what? They stopped fucking robbing them because they took matters in their own hands because the chief of police is fucking corrupt. That's a little small town. So it's everywhere. They'll only be taken out. That's all there is to it. You know, it's not nothing wrong with that because they are the problem.
Well, we could channel their energy in better ways, like a better protest. Like if they boycotted Amazon, for example, then that would help local businesses, which would help Black people.
I've never used Amazon.
So I'm not that problem. That would be a more constructive thing to do than.
Well, how many Black people work for Amazon that would lose their jobs at the same time because they probably employ loads of like Black people at the same time.
And shout out to A Snowman. He's saying
Amazon could afford to lose a few jobs because it's becoming so fucking huge. It's going to put everything out of business.
I was going to say it's not even that. They pay their employees a pittance.
I'm saying boycott Amazon would be a better protest because then that would help local businesses, which should help.
Yeah. Boycott all smart devices. That would be the true protest. Just stop using your smart devices. That's it. I truly agree with like Max Egan. Yeah, no, I know it's terrible. I'm using one right now to film this. This is what I mean. I'm a total hypocrite in what I'm saying. But again, if a movement could be initiated where everyone agreed to stop using their smartphones and it didn't seem pointless me just stop using mine, then I'd get behind it. If you get what I mean. I'm not just going to do it because I know it's a waste of time with billions of other people.
I feel like a hypocrite if I had a smartphone. Yeah. And I was a conspiracy theorist. So I have a flip phone.
Yeah, that's your prop, huh?
It's so funny. Like when I go on dates with girls and I show them my phone, they're like, "That's your phone."
You go on dates with girls?
Once in a while, I have one every day.
Hey, cool, right on. You say I thought you were staying at home and didn't fucking associate with anybody.
Well, usually I try to get dates. Like this is the first date I've had since like fucking August or some shit. It's been a while. Yeah.
Hey, it's a start, right?
Yeah. She was a therapist, so I was like, I knew.
Oh, fucking hell, he's looking for free therapy now. Fuck's sake.
Pretty much like a therapy session, dude.
I know you're not wanting sex or anything like that. She's all wanting to fucking shit, and you're like, no, I need to just deal with this shit over
here. She was like religious, so she's pretty cool. But like, yeah, we definitely didn't vibe, but it was fun to go on a date, so whatever, you know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, just the word. It's just the term protest. Fucking rubs me the wrong way because it's always something bad. It's always some negative bullshit, and then that goes back to fucking all this shit happened in the '60s. Like Dee was just saying, or Patrick was just saying about the Kent State bullshit. I mean, it always fucking it's just bad, and I don't think those people got shot for no reason. They were doing something. You know, like I said, I know the cops are corrupt, but they usually don't shoot a crowd of people unless something was provoked.
No, I mean, it's
National Guard, I think.
Oh, it's National Guard?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember the details, but this is a peaceful protest.
See, no, like I said, because it's saying like the police don't really just go in and randomly start doing shit. I mean, they do. We've seen the evidence of this on the videos of YouTube and stuff. Like, I mean, the police are just nutty bastards that seem to get a power kick from having power. They're the bullies at school. Couldn't be a bully anymore when they left school, so they thought, how can I fucking inflict my power over other people? Oh, I can become a copper.
I think those that they're destroying, I think they should just leave them be. Not like all these businesses, they should not rebuild. Just fucking let the fucking make the city pay for the property and fucking get the fuck out. Not talking about, I would say the big box, the small mom and pops are fucked. But like the Targets and fucking Starbucks and shit, all these big box stores, they should just move out and say fuck you.
So
you're gonna fucking tear our shit down or steal from us. You're done, and just leave the building. Just leave the building there.
The Constitution says we have the right to peaceably assemble, right? So all it takes is like one person in a protest to throw a water bottle at a cop, and then it's no longer a peaceable assembly, right? So just one person, and like what cops will do is they can send in someone that looks like a
agent provocateur. Yeah.
He'll like throw a rock or something, and then they can beat the shit out of all the peaceful people. So that's what they did at the World Trade Organization protests in Seattle. There's like videos on YouTube, a whole documentary about it, so people can check that out. So even if you try and have a peaceful protest, the cops will infiltrate it and make it not peaceful. So don't protest, dumb shits.
There's quite a lot of evidence of that in the UK as well, with riots in the 80s and early 90s and stuff. That the police were actually the ones sending in groups to start the riots. It's not just America.
I just say shoot them all.
Oh yeah, like I say, there's no such thing as a good cop. But
dude, there's so many people. This protest was in the park over here. There's like 2,000 people. It's fucking insane. And like the person who organized it only expected 30. It's like not. I don't live in a huge city, so it's like 2,000 people is like massive. It's crazy.
Okay, Tom, thank you. Make sure you catch the beginning of this as well, because you were in the beginning. So make sure you
I'm going to jump
rewind.
off as well, because my battery's like less than 10% on my phone, so I'm going to head off. You have a good night. I'll be in the chat.
Cheers, Jed, man.
Mate,
Yeah, we'll probably cut this off at 11 o'clock, because with me being sat up all day, my back is singing early tonight. So,
no, man. No bother. Right, I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, guys.
Later.
Okay, cheers, Jed.
Thanks, Jed. No, when I came back, he was saying that bullies are cops. I actually think it's the opposite. I remember being arrested at about 13 or 14 years old, and the police officer said we were talking about my life and how I'd got there, and the police officer said to me, you know, most police officers that he knows were bullied. And that has always stuck in me. And to me, that means that they've built up this resentment against the general population because they were bullied, and now they're able to let it out, you know?
Yeah, okay. That mentality could certainly work, yeah.
Yeah. So
almost like they, because they were bullied as well, now they get the power, it kind of
goes to their head.
Inflates that even more, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Madame says she hasn't had a TV since they were bricks. I got rid of mine before flat screens came in.
Yeah, no, I've got one. You can see it over my shoulder there.
Mine's there.
So that, yeah, but it's like I said, that was what 4 years old now. It's like the first models of 4K TVs that came out. It's not hooked up to the internet in any way, so it is just a TV. It's not like because a smart TV does have to be hooked up to the internet to become smart. So
yeah,
I just have a big screen for a monitor. My mom has one here for a TV, but.
Yeah, and I think mine's only like a 40-inch or 42-inch. I didn't get a massive one.
Mine's 20. And I've had it for 10 years at least.
My girlfriend has got a 65-inch TV.
It's
massive. It's fucking.
For me,
no, I had in the marital home. I did have massive, humongous 70, maybe even 75-inch TV. It was ridiculous. With cinema.
No, my dad used to have a projector for when we were watching films, and he'd press the button and the screen would come down, and the projector would go through the laptop and everything. For if we were watching films. Honestly, you haven't seen Pink Floyd's The Wall if you've not seen it through a fucking projector. It's fantastic through a projector.
But see, with Pink Floyd, The Wall, the sound system would be what mattered. That's the thing. See, this is what's lost
my dad's
today.
A big sound head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was there when my dad bought his DNW.
Because even music I've heard is being produced to be listened to on phones, so you're not getting that bass. I grew up desiring. Like we always wanted like the best bass, the sharpest kind of.
If you listen
what's
to
the opposite? The other
treble.
Yes, thank you.
You listen to Black Sabbath Paranoid, and at the beginning where it's aha, aha, aha. If you listen to that at 5.1, the aha bounces around the room, and you listen to Beatles songs. Beatles were the first ever recording musicians to record in layers. So when you listen to the song, it comes through different speakers, and you can immerse yourself and just listen to music how it was meant to be portrayed. Whereas now lyrics have no meaning. Music has no meaning today. It's garbage.
The odd song might do. I mean, obviously I've not listened to music for a little while now, but the odd song sometimes has a bit of meaning to it. But on the whole, it is meaningless, feel good crap.
Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to so much Pink Floyd right now, and so much because it was inspired by the war. So much of it I feel relevance in today in capitalism, and just like, mother, should I trust the government? That's a line from Pink Floyd. There's just so much of music from 60s to late 90s, mid 90s that just resonates with me, and that's how music used to be, and it's not like that anymore. I don't listen to music. I don't know any modern music at all. Like Dan's music taste. Oh my god, I literally want to gouge my ears out. Snowman says, I seen Floyd in Earls Court. I am so jealous. I saw the Australian Pink Floyd show. They had the same light engineers and they had all the inflatables, but it's not the same, and Roger Waters was like 250 quid. I'm not going to spend 250 quid. Like, if you care about me, make your concert cheaper. Fuck off.
Yeah. No,
against capitalism, 200 quid a ticket.
Hendrix has a lot of songs too that go back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, that Sweet Leaf is the song you're talking about, the Black Sabbath. And jumps.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, it is Sweet Leaf. I needed to play the rest of it in my head. It's just I can picture my dad, because my dad was in a Black Sabbath tribute band called Black Sabbath, and he was Podgy Osborne. And I used to straighten his wig. He'd go and wash his wig in the shower, and then I'd dry it and straighten it for him. But he'd always practice. So Black Sabbath has a lot of meaning to me. I love Black Sabbath. You're not looking. There's still good music. I mean, sure, send me some. I'll listen to it. But what I hear when I'm at work or when I'm in the supermarket, it's drivel. It's horrendous. It's horrible. The best music me and Dan have heard recently was on VE Day. The best music that we've heard in a supermarket. We was in Morrison's on VE Day, and they were playing 30s to 40s music, and Dan was like, I feel like I'm playing Fallout, and I was like, I'm having a great time. And then I got really annoyed when one of the cashiers was singing We'll Meet Again over the mic during this pandemic. I kind of felt like I know it's VE Day, but you've never done that before. You're kind of making me feel like this isn't war, you know. Stop with the comparing a virus to war. This is a war on virus. This is a war on drugs. Fuck off.
Real quick,
leave me alone.
Barbara, I've seen Tool, their first tour back in 92. They were pretty bad.
Schism sticks out. That's about the only song of theirs I can actually remember, but they put it on Guitar Hero, one of the Guitar Hero games. So yeah, it was one I'd played a lot.
I think that's
so
one
heard
of the
a
only
lot.
Tool songs I know.
Yeah, I don't usually remember names to songs and stuff very well.
I pick out bands, put them on my playlist, and I listen to a full playlist. That's it. I don't look at the song names. I'm terrible with them. I'm terrible with song names, as you just saw. Yeah. Anything to add with the music, P?
Yeah. No. P's into fucking R&B. He's got nothing to say about music.
Oh.
He might have something to say about the death of music, but
music is of the devil.
Yeah, even Christian music.
Oh, is it? I always forget people's religions because apparently it's an important thing on this platform. Are you Christian then, P?
Oh my God, that's stupid.
I'm not a Christian. I believe in God. I was raised Catholic, I guess, but I don't believe in the Bible. Although I think it's a pretty cool book, I guess. Like, it has some good wisdom in it.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Sure.
I think Jesus is cool.
Oh, you've met him then? Okay.
Well, like
the depiction of Jesus.
I knew what you meant. I was just being facetious.
Yeah, no, you pretty kick-ass, I suppose.
We always
I know of it. Again, I see. This is the thing. I've never read the Bible. Like I've never read it. I've read Genesis, and that's about as far as I could get.
Baffles me that people haven't read the Bible like that. I was raised Christian until I was about 7, and then I was like, "Fuck this shit. This is boring. I want to go to church."
No, I was never really raised religious. There were like it was religious at school. Like we had to do prayers every day, and there was like hymns we had to sing and all that kind of stuff. But there was never like full-on Bible readings or anything.
I don't know. I just when I was like mid to late teenager, I was like, I really need to read up on why people believe in these things because I just don't. And that's when I read the Bible and the Quran. Because I think I think both books have merit and value in understanding why people believe in such things, and I don't think that you can be anti something until you understand both sides, you know. I so for me the best thing for me to do was to read these books and understand, and my understanding
I ain't got time for that.
Crock of nonsense.
Again, maybe if they retranslated it again into some semblance of modern English, I don't know.
Yes.
Well, just read the kids' version.
You have that.
Yeah, my son got.
Do they? Okay.
So I'm not Christian, but my son is christened. Which I know it's funny, but I got presents.
No, it's not that funny. Like it seems everyone wants to do it. Even my eldest wants to do it, and she's not christened herself. Like this is the thing. I mean, I refuse to allow my kids to be christened, and otherwise they would have been, because it was just the social norm to get your kids christened. Nothing to do with religion, just a social norm.
Oh well, my reasoning was because so my mum was born in the house we live in. And my grandparents bought this house, obviously, and they helped build the church that's on my road. And they passed away before I was born. So my nan died when my mum was 20. My granddad died in 88, and obviously I was born in 92. So I kind of felt like I was closer to them and like fucking Vlad, and showing my son to my grandparents by showing him to a congregation of my grandparents' friends. That's why I got Freddie christened, basically. Yeah.
That wasn't towards you, Cakes. It was towards the tagline there.
Pardon?
The thumbs down wasn't towards you. It was towards the.
No, I know it wasn't. I got that because me and Dee had both waved, and you were like.
Oh, I didn't see you wave. I just see you wave.
No, me and Dee both waved, and you're like, poor Jamie. He's been through enough. Look, he's had to deal. He's had to deal with me and Dee not gracing his channel with our presence for so long. That must be difficult. That is penance enough.
That's plummeted. Yeah, but he's a fucking hypocrite. He's, he even has in a thing, network. In his titles, it says network because it's been popping up on my fucking suggestions now for some stupid reason. But it says network, and then inside of it says not to do that. You'll be banned if you network or fucking. I know
it's very confusing.
Fuck off, Jamie.
The problem I have with Jamie's channel, I was talking about it to Dia, like I touched on it a little bit just before we went live. It's the fucking morons and inbred retard. No, I don't want to say that word. Inbred.
Yeah, say retards.
Fuck sticks.
I'll retard
that Jamie has on his channel. Fuck sticks. That's what I'm going with.
Fuck stick, yeah. That was my thing for years.
I didn't want to use the word. The reason I didn't want to use the word retarded is because some dickhead will twist my words whilst I'm talking about Jamie and try to imply that I'm talking about Jamie's. But I'm not,
All retard means is a stunt, and I use it because it means a stunt and growth. It's retarded. It means it stops.
I know. But Dagan, yes, Ben's one of them. Ben's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let a book dictate my life because I'm illiterate. No, I'm being Jamie now, but because he's illiterate and he can't read a book. Like, read a fucking book, dickhead. But no, most of his chat is filled with troglodytes, and I just can't with that. Like, degenerate fucksticks is the best way to describe them.
I'll still pop over there because I enjoy fucking with people now and then.
I am definitely going to continue to go over there just to troll your audience, Jamie, and say hello to you. Like, it's nothing to you. Like, we're cool. We've ironed everything out. It's your audience are morons. Anything to add, P?
I'm just thinking about Jamie's vegan sausage.
Pardon?
Okay.
His fuck stick or his dinner?
That wasn't homoerotic at all.
Jed, come back. Oh, okay. Bye, P.
Oh, P, I hate it when you do that. I wish you'd say goodbye, mate, because I do appreciate, especially tonight. That was some amazing input tonight. I really appreciated that.
Yeah,
that awesome.
See, that's the Patrick I know. That's the Patrick I know right there, and not the fucking fuck stick that's been fucking coming around, being a jerk off.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just Jamie's audience makes me so angry. They're just morons. It's absolute morons. I feel for him having to put up with that nonsense. Although I don't think he even notices the nonsense that happens. Social justice warriors over there.
Oh god!
They're everywhere though.
Bullshit.
I know.
But how
I know that they are everywhere, but
you're like a total anomaly, Cakes. Because but again, you're not really pushing. You're just doing your diet and because of health, obviously for health reasons, and maybe a little bit. I don't know if we touched on the moral reasons, but it was more about health versus some agenda to fucking twist and contort everybody else's fucking.
I know, I'm advertising it today. Look, powered by
plants. Fucking hell.
Oh no! I take back everything I said.
No, I actually bought this T-shirt for work because it's a vegetarian company and we have to wear black and white. So I was like, well, then let's wear a vegetarian top. But yeah, I had no other clean clothes. Because, lockdown hasn't been boring enough as it is. But yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you can't buy clothes in the shop at the moment. Like, because I went to the last time I went to the supermarket, it was a supermarket that also sold clothes, and the whole section was like boarded off, had fucking trolleys all over it, so you couldn't possibly get past it. Like, I mean, it was crazy.
Firstly, I meant to go live on Friday, but we had no internet in Morrison, so I couldn't go live for you. And I was like, well, I ain't gonna film me going around Morrison's if I'm not live. That's stupid. But when you're going to the till, or the cashier, the checkout, they kind of make you go on like a little slalom around the clothing section. Now, I needed clothes for Freddie because Freddie has had a growth spurt. And it's summer. He needs some summer pajamas now. So I needed some clothes for Fred. And last week when we went round, I was like, okay, we need to look for some pajamas. But Dan's just gone ahead and the woman's been like, right, go to till 9. And Dan's just left me while I'm looking for clothes. And I'm like, great, thanks, babe. So this week I was like, make sure you don't disappear and we'll look for some pajamas for him. One pair. The boys this makes me so, and I was ranting while we were in Morrison's. I was so annoyed. And as men, you two would get this. You two would totally understand. There's like 17 aisles for women and then 1 aisle for men, boys and babies. Like, there was no boys. I managed to find a pair of pajamas that I don't really like. Freddie likes them. They glow in the dark. So, have some phosphorus. But like I one pair of pajamas and that was it. Why do women have 17 aisles and the boys have 1? I don't get it.
Because women buy all the clothes and that's it, really. So that's who they cater to.
I want to buy his clothes.
Would then go somewhere other than the supermarket. It's the worst. I mean, the only reason I go into a supermarket to buy clothes, I mean, I wasn't there to buy clothes at the supermarket. I just noticed it was all cut off. Like, the only reason I'd go to a supermarket to buy clothes is for these kind of T-shirts, the Star Warsy ones and stuff like that that seem to pop up in supermarkets. But
well, I'd go and get him some clothes if clothes shops were open, but they aren't, so I can't.
Yeah. But well, like I say, we're starting to get things on the go over here in the UK because, like I say, the indoor competitive sports is allowed from tomorrow. I'm not sure the exact conditions surrounding it, but
I believe like Primark and stuff are opening tomorrow as well.
So yeah, well, hopefully then things will start to liven up a bit now, and we'll see what this fucking new normal's all about, eh? Or you guys will. I'm going to continue my life as I did before the lockdown by being locked down.
Apparently the new normal is going out and rioting and looting.
You don't need to buy clothes. Just start a riot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking huge motherfucker. So yeah, everybody check out my latest video. You'll see it.
Yeah, I'll probably stick that one on after we finish up here, to be fair. And then I've got cakes to watch as well.
It's about an hour. I think it's an hour and 4 minutes.
It's not telling me when the stores are open.
Complete state. However, when these businesses do to be destroyed.
15th of June, is when our non-essential stores are reopening. So I've still got 2 weeks to wait to buy some clothes for the boy. Asda is better for kids' clothes. It is, but it's a bit further away. I have actually said to my mum, we need to go to Asda next time we go shopping. Because he just needs some clothes. He just needs some outdoor shorts and some like vests or something. But there's just none.
Well, yeah, and you can't buy them. Before anyone says you cannot buy kids' clothes online, you need to try kids' clothes on, or at least put them next to the child. So it's not something you can do online.
I mean,
you can, but you're taking potluck when you do it.
You've seen Freddie. This is another gripe I have with modern society, is and coming from a fatty, kids just seem to be so much fatter than they were. So Freddie is 7 years old. He comes to about here on me, and I'm 5'4". Oh, he's 4'4". Freddie's 4'4" and 7. So that's tall, but he's thin, lanky, and like getting to be defined. Actually, he's got the little, like, you know, the abs at the bottom. They're coming along now, and his arms are, you know, I haven't been working out the child. But bottoms don't fit him. We always have to sew up the bottoms to make them smaller, because clothes are just geared to fat children now. Like,
even as an adult, he will. Because I like I say, I'm really, well, not really tall. I'm 6'1", but I'm really skinny, and I have to buy the waist 2 inches bigger. So I have to buy a 32-inch waist, even though I could probably fit a 30-inch waist. And but they don't do the leg size in my size with that waist fitting. They either do like a 32-inch leg or a 34-inch leg. And like I'm a 33-inch leg, and it's ridiculous. So I can never find clothes that fit me. So he's gonna probably have that problem his whole life, unfortunately.
Oh, probably, yeah, because he at the moment,
if he remains skinny.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he has a pretty balanced. Like we all of us here eat pretty balanced. I mean, Dan eats the same as I do, and he just doesn't get fat. He's annoying because we have eaten the same. In fact, I've exercised more than Dan, and he has stayed the same. And we eat the same. In fact, he eats more than me. He's just eaten 2 chocolate bars. I won't eat anything now.
They were delicious.
They were delicious. Congratulations. But it's just all these kids. I'm so annoyed by it. I get so annoyed whenever I talk about it. So, as an adult, I can make the decision whether or not I want to eat this bar of chocolate, or whether or not I want to eat this extra piece of pie, you know. But as a parent, you don't allow your child to overeat every single day to gain loads of weight. Like, you just don't. I understand that some kids have thyroid issues and some kids just are fat. Like, apparently they eat healthy. I don't know. But I think as a parent,
thyroid issues.
Yeah. As a parent, you have a responsibility over your child to ensure that they're an appropriate weight. Why am I seeing so many fat kids? Why?
Because they're letting the kids just do whatever they want and not controlling their diet at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's even, you can get fat by eating all healthy food because the amount you eat.
But this is the thing as well. It's a lack of activity now as well. Kids of my generation used to always be out and about doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you'd always be doing stuff. Nowadays, kids really do just sit around on their devices flicking all day. That's it. Like, yes, there are the exceptional few that still go out and do stuff and that, and you do hear the occasional child playing out. Doesn't happen often, and I live in a little village. There's a park just down there. Look, if I was like a little kid still, I'd be in all the time, if you know what I mean. Kind of. And
Snowman, what Snowman's just said, they all have supervised play in the schoolyards. They tend to just stand around talking to each other. In my day, we ran around going mental.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Fred comes
That's
home...
ADHD nowadays, though, running around going mental, unfortunately. That's not just being a child. That's a mental illness now if you run around with no purpose whatsoever and just go, ah! That's like ADHD. That's not just being a child.
Yeah. The girls in Freddie's class, according to Freddie, they stand around talking and chilling and whatever, and I don't know, not playing with Fred. But Freddie and his little group of friends, they're always playing like heroes and stuff like that, where they pretend to be like Batman or Superman or like some character that they've seen, and like one of them's a bad guy, the rest of them have got to go catch him, like cowboys and Indians and stuff like that, and they're always running around, or they're doing their fake little martial arts because one of the kids does martial arts, so he's teaching all the other kids martial arts. So Freddie will come home and be like, I'm a ninja, like this, and I'm like, all right then, babe, that's fine, you be a ninja.
See, we had the army gang when I was younger. So,
okay. But yeah, so I don't know. the other kid. I don't know if the other kids are like that, but there are a lot of chubby kids in Freddie's class. And there's one. I mean, you've seen the picture of that one porker that sat on Freddie, haven't you, dear? I sent you that picture of him with his red veiny face, and I'm like, "Hello, cardiovascular disease." Put down the cake.
But no, see, this is an issue I've noticed as well. Noticed more when my kids were at primary school, because unfortunately, when they went to secondary school, it was school bus, so we never really saw school. But primary school, yeah, lots of them were overweight, not necessarily fat. There were a couple of proper fatties, but yeah, they were 75% overweight.
Yeah.
You see, when I was going to school back in the 70s and 80s, I only remember like two people that were overweight.
One, in primary school, it was always the one fat kid, the one kid that had glasses, if you know what I mean. I didn't have glasses until I was halfway through my teenage years, kind of thing. So, yeah, I wasn't that. All right, I was never that good at the sports and stuff, but you had the stereotypes because there were stereotypes. If you get me. Nowadays, it's just fat isn't even fat. The people that are slightly overweight nowadays are what we used to call fat when I was a kid, if you get me. And now the big ones are like that. That would have blown my mind as a kid, seeing another kid that big.
Yeah.
Still,
I just don't get it. I don't understand. But then, I guess maybe income has something to do with it. I remember being at an ex's house, and the mom pulled out these two massive, great big bags of Iceland burgers and Iceland sausages, a bag for £1 with 32 burgers. Basically, you guys don't have Iceland, do you?
That cannot be quality meat you buy in there.
Honestly, it was disgusting. It was absolutely horrible, because our issue here, because I've been chunky since I've had Fred, so 7 years. My issue is portion control. I am just a gluttonous pig, but I don't eat disgusting food. Do you know what I mean? I don't eat burgers that cost £1 for 32. Chris says, I came from extremely poor family. I'm not fat. Well, that's why I questioned it. I said, is income an issue? Because
it's quality of food as well. It is quality of food, because back when I was a kid, again, we were poor. I didn't always get 3 meals a day. None of the kids on my street did. Well, so you had the few that their parents had pretty good jobs, but it was normal for kids not to have 3 meals a day. And when you did have a meal, it was a meal. It was a properly cooked meal.
Yeah. I mean, was I talking about? Sorry, Vlad. Go ahead.
Me and my sisters were talking about how there was a time when all we ate was ice, and we had the snow cone maker. And just eating ice. And we have ice cubes. We used to put it in bags and flatten it out and break it, so it just felt like we're eating something. And we were kind of laughing at that. I was like, "Fuck, we were fucking poor, weren't we?"
See, I wasn't going to bring this up, but yeah, my youngest brother, he was born 13 years after me, so he was born into the privileged part of and he got humongous. And yeah, my mum's put the story up there. He literally lost, what was it,
10 stone.
No, 10 stone in 6 weeks just eating cereal, which probably isn't healthy, but
probably not.
Yeah, but he's slightly overweight now, but he hits the gym all the time and all that kind of stuff. So he's the one that's doing well for himself anyway. Like I say, he's the nuclear engineer who's turned nuclear inspector now. Nice. So yeah,
nice. Yeah. Was it you that I was talking? Was I talking on a podcast when I was saying that people just don't make? No, we actually did a podcast on it. We did a show on it, that people just don't make food anymore. They don't make a meal. They just bang it in the microwave or bang it in the oven and it's done. That's not a dinner.
I make food all the time. It takes at least 3 hours to make.
Yeah, right.
I love cooking.
Yeah,
no, I love cooking as well.
I hate baking. I hate baking because I like to be hands-on. Like skillet or grill.
No, I don't mind baking a little bit. I'm not amazing at it. My daughters are both good at baking.
I just better start using a slow cooker because I feel like you're not really doing it. I want to be able to play with. I want to play with the food, and you just stick it in there and let it cook. It's like, well, fuck, that was no fun.
Yeah.
So Chris has just said he still eats shit food. It's not fat. I'm not fat.
Yeah, no, I'm the same, Chris. I'm the same. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do cook now more, so I'm eating less of the shit. But yeah, it's.
And then he says it's not the food, and I agree with that. But I didn't.
No, it's not that it's not the food. See, so it is. Unfortunately, it's not that it's not the food. It's you lucked out genetically. Unfortunately, you're the same as me. You lucked out genetically.
No,
That's it.
I don't think that. No. Hang on. No. Yes, that is an aspect, but I know what he's talking about here. He's a very, very active person. He's works at a gym, so for him, no, it's not the food. He could probably eat whatever he wants and not really gain a pound because he's working out. And
well, he's shouting at people who are working out all day. Is he himself actually working out all day?
I assume he would. I assume he would. But I over the past 2 weeks haven't really changed my diet all too much. I've been drinking more juice. This is sugar-free Ribena. Or no added sugar Ribena because it tastes better.
Get the normal stuff.
No.
Yeah. I like sugar-free.
I normally hang on.
It's bad for you.
Yeah, no, I know. And in every single other instance, I will 100% agree with you. However, I prefer the taste of the sugar-free Ribena to the normal Ribena. You can't taste the aspartame. You can pull a face. It's my choice, my decision. Okay.
That's fine. Okay. Oh, fucking moth just flew in my eye. How did it get past my glasses? Fucker. Did that come up on camera? Did that actually show up on camera? A moth attacks me.
I don't know. Hang on. Let me look at the.
Trying to chew us out.
I'm watching the playback. Hang on.
So it's because I've left that little window open and my light on, so they're starting to come in now because it's getting dark out, or it's dark out now, as you can probably see back there. But.
Yeah, put a screen.
That's why I close the big window at night, because otherwise, literally, the room just fills up with moths. Because like I say, I'm out in the country, so
you can't see it.
You can't see. You just see me attacking my eye, like yeah, fucking shit.
You look like a ghost has flown in your eye. But no. Anyway, what I was saying was my diet hasn't really changed. I turned down an apple turnover, and I didn't drink on Saturday, just gone. But my diet hasn't really changed over the past 2 weeks. But I've still lost 1/2 stone because I've been exercising. So this is where I'm saying I agree with what Chris is saying. It's not the food. And I think part of it is obviously going to be the food. If I exercised and ate 14 cheeseburgers, obviously, I'm not gonna do anything. But with eating how I normally eat and exercising is working. Although I'm like using a little bit less oil and I'm giving myself a little bit less food but yeah. My kids are like me, eat, not put weight on. Yeah, well, fuck yourself.
It's your nutrition intake and your output too, which is through exercise or whatever. It's got to be more output than input.
It would be hard for me to output more than I input. I literally lay around in bed playing computer games. That's what I've been doing for the past.
Yeah, you're broken though. You're broken, so there's an exception, I guess.
No, like I say, the genetics has a huge role to play in weight. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. That's what I'll use the word believe.
I definitely agree. I've seen both my parents battle with their weight, and the only way my dad and my mum have managed to keep reasonable weight have been they've had to eat very, very good, and they've had to work out a lot. I mean, my dad got down to a decent weight for him. I think he was like 12 or 13 stone, and he got down to a good weight for him because he's 5'10" or 5'11", So he was still chunky, but he wasn't fat. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he had to work at it every single day with proper portion control, eating better, and working out. So whereas my cousin, for example, she'll eat everything and anything, and she'll just and her mum's skinny. So obviously her dad's got the same genes as my dad, but her mum is skinny and she can eat whatever she wants and not put on a pound. And when we go out for a Wagamama's, we'll eat the same, but she'll look pregnant because she's eaten that much.
Yeah, see, I can eat big. You would honestly, if you looked at me, you'd be like, how do you put away the meal sizes you put away? People are always surprised. They're like, they don't get it. They don't get where it goes.
Listen to this. You gotta remember too. People that eat like that are thin. You're not digesting your food correctly. Because if you're digesting your food correctly, you would at least gain some weight because you're digesting it and your body's taking it in.
Oh yeah, well the advice for I think most humans is eat little often rather than have meals.
Yeah.
So that could be
The big thing over here was for a long time was having 5 small meals throughout the day instead of 3 big ones.
Yeah, and that's just so much easier for me to do when Freddie's actually at school. It's very difficult to do 5 smaller portions like tapas with a child in the house. It's very, very difficult because how do I keep him occupied? Whereas because I have done that when he's been at school and I've just had like a breakfast, a kind of lunchy kind of thing, and then a snacky snack, but not like good snacks. And it's very, and then like a tiny dinner, like the same portion I'd give Freddie. And it's a lot easier to do when you don't have anything to do in the day, but when you've got responsibilities, it's difficult.
You see, my problem has always been I eat laying down, and your food don't digest right. So I always get.
What the fuck do you?
Yeah, no, I can't eat laying down. I've like had a pretty bad stomach most of my adult life because I've drunk so much Coca-Cola. But yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
You know, like, oh fuck, there's that son of a bitch again. You know, fucking stop or sit up, eat upright. Yeah, I don't eat at the table or anything like that. I was laying on the couch and just fucking shovel it down.
Jesus, I always eat I eat at my desk. So this is my chair, and that's my desk, and there's the ginger. But I always eat there, sat at my desk. Unless it's like Christmas or, you know, I'd like to sit and eat at the table, but it's a lot of hassle. It's a lot easier it's another thing. It's a lot easier to do when Dan and Freddie are not in the house because I can clean the table in the day and I can set everything up for when they come home. But when they're here, like they're just in the way. I can't clear things when they're just here. Like Dan sat there, Freddie sat here. This is where Freddie sits. Google Home or something, you know. But yeah, it's a lot easier to get housework done when people aren't in the house.
Yeah.
Right, but now we're getting on to housework talk. I think it's time to definitely wrap it up because, like I say, my back is singing. I've noticed we've gone over again. And
all right. Hey, thanks for letting me come on a rant. Everybody, check out my latest video. It goes a little more in depth of everything.
Give me. You don't have to give me a second. I'll be a second. Carry on chatting. I'm just going to put a link to your video in the chat so people can have something to go and watch now if they can't find your channel.
I appreciate letting me come and rant.
That's cool, man.
I was pretty hardcore there versus any other time I was on. But I feel I have I needed to be.
Well, as always, guys, thank you for watching. And just watch the video that Dee's going to put up in a sec. We did play it at the beginning.
Oh, nice. Your subs going up as well. You're up to 18 subscribers now. Sorry, Cakes. Yeah.
Well, like 12 the day.
Yeah, as Jamie and VB, you two didn't see it and you were in it. And Lee, so I definitely advise sticking around, having a little watch. And it will cheer you up. But
oh yeah, shall I play that video as well? Shall I? Yeah.
Yeah, play the. I did tell you to play at the end.
Sorry. Right, give me. Sorry, it's taking me ages. Sorry, it's. Yeah, but that link I'm putting in right now, that is to Vlad's latest video. So go give that a watch. That's what was it? Commentary on the writing situation.
Yeah. It's VB. Watch the end of this. It's like a 1.5-hour show. When Deke finds it, just watch it.
There we go. I've got that one again. So let me just share screen, and I've got to put it. Oops, share audio.
I wish you would have used a better picture of me, at least with my hair long.
Sorry, man. It was hard to get any pictures of you like in a frame where I could actually take the picture without having your name already in there or bits that I didn't want in there.
Okay.
And I wanted kind of everyone to be a similar distance from the camera as well, if you know what I mean. It's,
all right.
So yeah, it was just hard, unfortunately. And getting people smiling on a moving image and pressing pause at the right time is a nightmare, because that's how I did it, and then did like a screen capture and then cropped it, and oh fuck, it was honestly, it took me longer to get all the images than it did to put the video together.
Oh yeah, it always does.
Awesome. Well, thank you,
right,
guys.
we'll share screen
and
now.
This will play us out.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see the troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Great, thanks, peeps.
Later.